its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oregon's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
To the air, it's Daniels. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Fires to the tight end. Open space at the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Sullivan. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The Ducks will move the sticks. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got his man quickly. Makes the catch and he's brought down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And on 2nd down for this offense. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. 30. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hawkeye. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. A fair catch called for and made. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. On the ground, it's Washington. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Jet sweep to the receiver. Nice move, creates some space. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the back. It's complete on the right side. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Ducks are marching down the field. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Whittington.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
He's got his man. On the move at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Ducks have taken it inside the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Slams it ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
He'll be stopped short of the goal line. A sure tackle to turn it over on downs. Big fullback's got it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Coming after it. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wide out in motion. Jet sweep to the edge. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Off he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Gonna run it. It's Washington. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go right back to it. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you.
And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
On the ground. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Iowa!
And 3rd and goal, I'm giving it to my playmaker. You let your quarterback make this decision whether he wants to run it in or right here. He sees the opportunity. His guy's wide open, hits him in stride for the easy touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
Ready up.
He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. Grabbed in the middle. It's Velling. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Gonna let it fly. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, knowing the play is over.
On the ground, it's Washington. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He'll run it again. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's low. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
On the run, it's Washington. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The option look. Quick toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And they got him for the sack.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got his man, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. It's complete to the right. And the defense drags him down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to bully their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
touchdown, Ducks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. You should have ran a better route.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Off play action. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense. Beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Back to throw, it's Sullivan. Makes the grab down the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that drive, I think.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
To the air, it's Daniels. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's right out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. First down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. The ball's free. Bounced right back to them.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Looking for room. It's James. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's right on target. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get there. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Casper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Sullivan. This time he's got it. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. On the move, it's low. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
The give as they work on that clock. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass, it's Sullivan. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Huffman. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. On fourth down, looking for the completion. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation in football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense gets set for second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's...
What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And nice job by the defense. First and goal situation. You can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.